Good morning. Just got up and I'm thankful for another day, and you should be as well. The sun is just now rising, so I have to wear these as early as it is, 8:24, at this table. From any angle, any seat, the sun's in the way. So the last couple of days have been rough for me with YouTube uploading content, and I'm ready to move forward from that. The last two videos on the channel go over the situation, but all I can do at this point is accept that those videos are pretty much invisible because they're not getting promoted, and it could also have to do with the algorithm. That's the word everyone uses, that no one seems to know how it works exactly, but it's a magic, some sort of magic. But yeah, not too many people are going to see those videos, unfortunately, and Google will not allow me because of the content that supposedly violates certain political policy. They can't get promoted, so they're pretty much invisible, non-existent. But if you're interested, go to the channel. You can check them out. They are up. And as someone that is using the YouTube platform, I have to abide and adhere to Google's policies. There's really nothing I can do about that to change that. Well, when I was on the content creators page during all of that whole fiasco, I got notified that there's a new feature on here for creators, and you can now add, optionally though, however, but you can add pronouns to your channel. He, she, it. I mean, what pronouns are there? How many pronouns are there? I'm going to pull up a list of pronouns. There are more than 100 pronouns. This is from freedictionary.com. Here's the full list. Personal pronouns / subject pronouns. You already know subject pronouns, even if you didn't know that's what they are called. Subject pronouns are used to replace the subject in a sentence. You might also see them called personal pronouns, as they designate the person speaking. I, me, we, us. The person spoken to you, or the person or thing spoken about, he, she, it, they, him, her, them. The following commonly used words are subject pronouns: I, we, you, singular and plural; he, she, it, they. Object pronouns: me, us; you, her, him; if or it, them. Possessive pronouns: mine, ours, yours, hers, his, theirs. My. Possessive adjectives, or pronominal adjectives. Pronominal describes something that resembles a pronoun, as by specifying a person, place, or thing, while functioning primarily as another part of speech. A pronominal adjective is an adjective that resembles a pronoun. Her in her car is a pronominal adjective. my, our, your, her, his, their. 4. Reflexive pronouns. This goes on, but this is the last list that I'll call out. Reflexive pronouns might be the easiest group to remember because they all have one thing in common: the ending self or selves. That's because reflexive pronouns show how the actions of an aforementioned person or group affects him or her or them. And there's a list of bullet points: myself, yourself, herself, himself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves. Now, on the drop-down menu, you can type in and search for different pronouns in the on your channel page when editing your channel. And this is ridiculous. This is crazy. Really. And so many people now have talked about this. This is nothing new, but I wanted to add to the conversation from my perspective. Really, how many pronouns are there that you need to go by? This is all about having to do with gender identity and this whole new list of genders now that you can identify with. To me, there's he, she, him, her. What do some of these people want to be called that agree to this? It? Do you go by it? Should I call you it? Are you an it? It's absurd. And I disagree with it. I definitely am a male. I would identify as one, and I'd like to be a man, a manly man. I don't want to be something that I'm not. But what is the idea behind all of this? I mean, this conversation wasn't talked about a certain number of years ago. This has developed in recent years. And you have all these different platforms, such as now YouTube, that are involved in trying to push this agenda down people's throats. Personal expression. I mean, okay, I understand. We all have a right to be ourselves and express ourselves how we choose. It has to do with our personal freedoms as human beings, right? And as long as you're not hurting yourself or anyone else in the process, okay, you identify however you want to identify yourself as. If you want to be a dog for a day, go ahead and be a dog. And to me, this is mental illness. I can't agree to it. I just can't. I can't get myself to it. But I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm not going to hate on anybody for it. Anybody that agrees with it and that goes along with that. But these people should not try so hard to show it off, to force it onto people. I mean, however you want to express yourself, do it for you, not to show it to the world, to everyone, to publicize it. Hey, look at me, I identify as this. This is my sexuality. But how can you convince these people otherwise, that there are only two genders? There's male and female. Why do you want to create this whole new list and continually add to the list of different genders? I can't even find the words to use to try to describe it, to try to convince anybody that there are only two genders. But if you're right in the head, you don't need me to even bring it up. You know. And I've come across people that are going along with this. Say you go on Instagram, and I don't use social media. I got rid of my Instagram account. But and when I was on Instagram, I was never posting. I didn't want to follow anybody because I don't like to be a follower. But sometimes I would get curious if there is, say, a female that I was talking to, I was messaging, trying to show interest in, and on her profile she put her Instagram. I would never actually send people requests on social media to connect with anybody, especially females, because to me that's female validation. That's a way. Social media is a tool that females use. I mean, anybody can use it now, to show off, to try to get instant gratification from easy validation from others, from strangers. And we have these beautiful females, and that's their weapon that they use. And it works. It works. It has an effect on us. And that's just the nature of things. Males and females have been created to be attracted to one another. That's why I don't agree with any other, how can I say it, sexuality. I mean, another topic, but we can maybe touch on that briefly. I'm not sure if, I mean, it's widely accepted now all over the world, unlike years ago, and it's become a new norm to be other than straight. And all these people now are openly gay and lesbian and bisexual and all these other terms that have been created. Focusing on the main ones, on those main ones, I really can't say for sure. I don't know if people that go that way are actually born that way, and if there's a chemical imbalance in their minds that they just can't help. And if you're a lesbian, you're a lesbian. You're gay, you're gay. If you go both ways, there's nothing you can do about it. So that's the argument there with that. That there really is no straight answer to. I mean, is it a choice? Do people change over time? And is it as easy as changing your mind like that and deciding, oh, okay, well, I want to transition? Or if you're transitioning genders, getting procedures done, taking medications to become more masculine if you're born a female. Is that a choice? Or are these people born that way and they hide it, and with time they finally come out openly about it? And the damn recording stopped because I ran out of storage on the phone. I've got to manage my storage, but that's why there's that abrupt cut there. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Where did we leave off? I was talking about how now you can see so many females' Instagram profiles, let's say, and they have their pronouns listed right at the top of them. It's as if they need to remind others of what gender they are. It shouldn't be hard to tell who's a male or who's a female. Even the most feminine females that are likely straight still tend to put she, her on their profiles. It is what it is. But those of us that don't agree with this way of thinking need to just ignore it. That's really all that we can do, and not fall into the bullshit trap